Welcome to my channel Smart Upgrades. Today we are going to review about the DJI Mini 4K drone, and you can find the product link is below in the description right now. I have been testing this flying piece of plastic for a while, mostly to see if it can successfully spy on my neighbor who I am thoroughly convinced is hiding an illegal underground exotic bird trade. Now, when you look at the drone market, it is filled with absolute garbage. You could buy one of those $30 knockoffs from a sketchy website that looks like it was coded by a teenager in 1998. But the moment a light breeze hits that thing, it flies directly into a brick wall or, worse, migrates south for the winter with a flock of geese, never to be seen again. That is why you choose a brand like DJI. They actually know how to make something that stays in the air longer than my dad did before he went out for cigarettes in 1996. The competition gives you grainy, blurry footage that looks like a 1970s Bigfoot sighting tape filmed through a smeared jar of mayonnaise. The DJI Mini 4K gives you actual, real crystal clear ultra-high definition resolution. It has a 3-axis gimbal, which means the video stays buttery smooth even if you have the shaky, anxious hands of a Victorian orphan who just saw an automobile for the very first time. I took this thing out into a level 5 windstorm, the kind of wind that completely rips the hairpiece right off a local news anchor, and this magnificent little bastard just hovered there perfectly stable, defying gravity like Lois trying to squeeze into her high school prom dress. It weighs under 249 grams. Do you know what that means? It means the Federal Aviation Administration does not care about you. You do not need to register it. You do not need a pilot certificate. You do not need to pass a test administered by a guy named Gary who takes his clipboard way too seriously. You just take it out of the box and fly it. The transmission range goes up to 10 kilometers. That is over 6 miles. I can sit on my couch, completely pantsless, eating cheese balls out of a bucket, while my drone is 6 miles away checking to see if the local grocery store has restocked the good kind of chocolate milk. Try doing that with a cheaper brand. The cheap ones will cut out the second it gets behind a moderately sized oak tree, leaving you with a blank screen and a profound sense of financial regret. It also has an automatic return to home feature. If the battery gets low, or if you lose connection because you got distracted by a shiny quarter on the sidewalk, it just flies its own little self right back to where it started. It is like a loyal dog, except it doesn't leave a terrible mess on the living room rug when you ignore it for 3 hours. The battery gives you up to 31 minutes of flight time. That is more than enough time to record high-quality cinematic shots, or to completely ruin the outdoor wedding of a cousin you never really liked anyway. It even has these automated quickshot modes where it flies in a perfect cinematic circle or rockets straight up like a NASA missile filled with bad decisions. You press one button and look like a professional Hollywood director, even if your actual daily routine consists of arguing with teenagers on the internet. It is light, it is smart, and it works. Do not waste your money on the competition unless you actively enjoy watching your hard-earned cash plunge into a neighborhood swimming pool. Go ahead and get yourself something that actually works. The product link is below in the description.